Another big reason for my business not moving forward in the way that I wanted it to was that I was not in my zone of genius, meaning my program was not based on something that I was extremely passionate about. And when I realized this, it was like a huge light bulb lit up and things changed immediately for me. I woke up the next day passionate, ready to get to work, ready to do whatever I needed to do to get my business moving forward.
Most transformative 6-week program I've ever experienced, and I've been in a lot of programs. I buy them, I go through them. Some I don't finish, and I've had coaches and mentors. And let me tell you the biggest things that I got out of this. One is that my story of smallness is simply that. It's a story. And it's my story of smallness that keeps me small. And just realizing, having that matrix sort of peel away a little to see that my story of what I can be and who I can be was limiting what I did and who I was.
The main thing was releasing that blocked energy, and that led me gain momentum in my business. So since then, by the time I finished the program, I identified a niche that I want to work with, and I came up with all these new ideas that I can implement, and new marketing strategies, which I wasn't even thinking about before. Because of going through this exercise, I was able to identify, like, one thing I'm working on new is a podcast. I never thought that I would start a podcast, but an idea came to me. And one thing I really wanted to mention and like about this program is the accountability. I have never seen one program so far. I've invested a lot of money in the past 2 to 3 years, more than $100,000 in several programs, and I haven't seen one program that has this high level of accountability that makes sure you finish the program that you started.
In addition to getting really clear about my current values, my current mission, what I'm really good at and where I want to go, I got more and more and more efficient with my time and saying no to what didn't make sense and saying yes to what exactly I wanted to do, which was super important because, as you might imagine, being a business owner and having a lot to do and only getting small chunks of focused time to get to do those things, it was pretty incredible.
And going through this program, the best part about it was that, and this is why I wanted to be a part of this program, was because of the accountability pieces, of the pieces that really set up my morning, set up the day so that I could really step into action items that would actually like move the needle, as they say. So that would actually kind of get things going in the way that was most supportive of my goals.
I noticed through the workshop, especially starting week 3 with the value shift and the belief shift work, that it was starting to take. So I really enjoyed that work and understanding how your beliefs drive your behavior and your values. And that was really important. The second really important thing for me in super high performance was the meditation. I had tried to meditate previously in my life and it never took, so to speak. But I think with the workshop and the modules and the meditation and understanding the things you tell yourself really all clicked together for me. It was amazing how all of a sudden one day I just felt like, wow, okay, I get it. I get it now.
I am working so hard in my business. I'm committed to my business now. I am confident to go talk to people. I am talking to people. I am reaching out. I believe in myself and I believe in what I'm doing.
So many unbelievable shifts around courage. And I consider myself a highly courageous person. But this quest even pushed me to do things that made me pause and got me a little nervous for a second, but I did it anyway. I had some shifts around pride, around acceptance, and how too much pride and not enough acceptance and surrender were both blocking me and getting me in my way. and some amazing shifts around younger Carrie and these meditations, these incredibly powerful meditations of bringing younger Carrie and her pain and trauma into this Carrie's heart, who could love them both as a mom, which they both needed.
One is I have quit my job, quit my 9-to-5 job and went into real estate full time, which is a decision that needed to be made for a long time, but just never had the courage because I wasn't sure whether that's exactly what I wanted. And now with Simon's encouragement and Simon's guidance to help me understand that that's something I really wanted, I never regretted it. It's probably one of the best decisions I made in my life in the past year. So that's one thing. The second thing, that second impact it has made in life was I now have so much more self-awareness and clarity, knowing who I am, what kind of traumas or like past experience in my life that had made me the person I am today. And also I have so much clarity, understanding what do I want in life now, what really makes me happy, what brings me energy, what type of people I want to be with, what type of partner I want to have. It's really through this program where I find that confidence in myself and really truly being who I am. And it also shows, it's funny because my friend also noticed that all of a sudden I have so much more confident in.
I had to be very prepared before every single interaction with anybody. And so one of the biggest things that the quest gave to me and along the journey, and I took like as much time as you possibly could, all the steps at getting in touch with my emotions, even though I was good at kind of intellectually analyzing emotional intelligence and relating to others, doing the quest, doing the ever increasing meditation periods, and really figuring out how I thought about things and what I valued at a deeper level was something that was really transformational for me.
My biggest takeaway by far from working with Simon and doing his program has been reestablishing a new relationship with my dad. To anybody that knows me, that's pretty much a miracle. And at the beginning of the program, I'm quite sure I said, I never want to see him or speak to him ever again. And I really don't care if we have a relationship or not.
I wasn't living from a space in my heart for me. I would share my heart with others, but I wasn't sharing it necessarily with me. And so what opened up for me with my deeper meditation practice was just that connecting in, just settling into me even more deeply. What this helped me to do was kind of pull apart my life in a good way, to examine it piece by piece, moment by moment, tiny little segments. And as I started to pull my life apart, I realized that I really do want to share my heart with somebody.